Hello, everybody. Welcome to my talk. I'm going to be talking about a tough subject, suicide. People are afraid to talk about it, and it's just an endless cycle because we're afraid to talk about it. It leads to more suicides, and it just keeps going. On average, there's 132 suicides per day. That number was taken in 2021. It's a growing concern for all communities in America, not just one or the other, but all communities, especially veterans, and that's kind of what I wanted to point on. I myself am a veteran. I went through my struggles. PTSD, drinking, getting home from overseas, and it's tough. It's tough, and no one wants to talk about it, so it just leads to more and more suicides. And I would like to give you guys a couple pointers on how to help this situation and how we could get a little better. So, without further ado, let's bring it to my first point. Like I said, they're hard to stop, but if there's one thing we can do to stop it, it's simply listen. Every day, you could just try and listen to someone. People are feeling more alone than ever in a time that we're more connected than ever. So we got social media, we got everything, phones, everything. We could talk to anyone in a heartbeat. I can DM Elon Musk right now. We could connect to anyone in a heartbeat, but we're in a time where everyone feels so alone and that no one cares about their story. So simply just listen. The next thing you could do daily is throw a smile on someone's face. I say this every single day. It simply put a smile on someone's face could change their life. If they come into your work, I work at Home Depot. If they come into my work and I throw a smile on their face, you could see the change in their kind of emotions. You could see them feel the light. And that right there is enough to end a suicide. They could be feeling sad, depressed, or whatever, and they come and see your happy face and say, "Look, this guy's happy. There's people out there that are smiling. I could smile too." With all the negative news going around constantly on this around this country, people need to know that there are nice people like you out there, and it's free. Just make someone smile. It doesn't cost you anything. Time Listening costs time, I understand that. Smiling doesn't. It's so simple. So smile and listen. Let's get into a couple of the warning signs, go into a little detail here. Self-destructive behavior is the number one warning sign. And just understand this isn't all negative. What I'm telling you here may be a little negative, but it's not always someone sad or someone happy going to sad. It could also be someone sad going to happy. So it's not always someone that's completely sad. You can look at people like Robin Williams and people like Mac Miller. On the outside, they're smiling and they're happy, but on the inside, they're crumbling. And there's a couple things we can look out for. Self-destructive behaviors, excessive alcohol and drug abuse is one of those things. If you see someone drinking every day, every weekend, maybe say something. Driving irrationally is the other one. If you're in a car with someone and they're driving a little crazy, point it out. Maybe say something about it. Hey, man, what's up? Why are you driving like you don't care about your life, let alone mine? Just be that ear for them. Like I said, just listen. Those are the two biggest things you could do. There two biggest things that you could see. Next, I'm going to go into the veterans. So, like I said, veterans are affected the most. This is mainly because we go overseas and we come back, maybe with PTSD, maybe not. But when we come back, we don't get to process all of these emotions and all the things we just seen. And we jump right into drinking because that's the culture within the military. So, according to a poll or a statistic in 2022, 31.7 per 100,000 people were lost in the veteran community. That's compared to the 16.1 in non-veteran community. That's almost a double of what the non-veteran goes through. So simply talk, like I'm saying. that's and that's caused, like I said, by stigma. We could break down that stigma a little bit. We're kind of frowned upon when we go to therapy. We're frowned upon when we talk about it. It's a hard thing to break. I understand, but as the numbers show, it's only getting worse. And the only solution is just simply talk about it. Be the change. And the second thing within the veteran community is at a young age, you are given everything you need. You're given a paycheck consistently. You're given a house if you need one. You got your life set up. And a lot of veterans see this as their life. That's what they go in to do for 20 years. That's what they want to do. That's what I thought. And just in a blink of an eye, it's all gone. I lose my purpose. I lose my house and I don't know what to do next. Now I'm in this transitioning phase that I've never been in. There's little people talking about it, so I can't go and find a resource for it. And it's just a I don't it's a little tricky, but like I said, veterans struggle the most because of PTSD and the drinking culture. But overall, suicide is a rising epidemic. It'll only start to get better when we understand the topic more simply by talking about it. It's free. You don't have to put any money towards it. You don't have to do the 22 push ups that you see on Facebook or whatever it may be. You can simply just talk. If you see a veteran, talk about it. Just a little side statistic is for every suicide, it affects at least at minimum 130 people. So that's just something to think about. Overall, like I said, it's a temporary solution to a permanent problem. You can help every day by simply understanding the warning signs and what to do about it.